Hi, this is The Business Guy. This video contains financial advice for men. Women too are invited to join us. These are 10 things I wish I knew when I started the company that made me a multimillionaire in my late 20s. We're not talking about flash in the pan success. We're talking about advice from someone who's been the CEO of a profitable firm for the last 32 years in a row. These are things I tell my son and anyone who wants to be secure financially. And for more information like this, click subscribe below. So here we go. Number one, you might think you want an expensive car, a fancy watch, a huge house, but I'm telling you, you don't. What you want is respect and admiration from other people. And you may think having expensive stuff will bring it. It almost never does, especially from the people you want to respect and admire you. When you see someone driving an expensive car, you probably don't think, wow, that person is cool. Instead, you think, wow, if I had that car, people would think I'm cool. You see the difference? No one cares about the guy in the car. So have fun, have some nice stuff, but realize that what people are really after is respect and humility. Serving others and paying attention to others will ultimately gain you more of it than vanity. When you're in a group, the one who sets the example of integrity and provides the most value for the group, that is the one who has the most respect and admiration. Number two, it's normal to assume that all financial success and failure is how you were raised. Now, some of it is, but only to a point, and to a lower point than you may think. I got rich by working my ass off, reading books by and about successful people until my eyeballs wanted to pop out. People's lives are a reflection of their knowledge and experience. Yes, some people are born into families that encourage education. Others are against it. Some are born into flourishing economies, encouragement of entrepreneurship. Others are born into war and destitution. I want you to be successful, and I want you to earn it. But realize that most success is due to learning as much as you can and working hard and smart. And most poverty is due to lack of knowledge and lack of effort. Number three, this may sound harsh, but I hope you experience some financial pain at some point in your life. Not poverty and not unhappiness, of course, but it's hard to learn the value of money without feeling the power of its scarcity. It teaches you the difference between necessary and desirable. It'll force you to budget. It'll make you learn to enjoy what you have, fix what's broken, and shop for a bargain. These are essential survival skills. Learn to be poor with dignity, and you'll handle the inevitable ups and downs of financial life with ease. Number four, if you're like most people, you'll spend most of your adult life thinking, once I've accomplished X, once I've saved or earned X, everything will be okay. Then you'll hit X, and you'll move the goalpost down the field and resume chasing the next pursuit. It's fine to set bigger and bigger goals, but just remember my advice, be happy with what you have while in pursuit of what you want. Your first thought every morning should be focused on what you're thankful for, what's good in your life, what you appreciate, and what you're going to do for others. In addition to that, save your money and strive to get ahead, but realize your ability to adjust to new circumstances is more powerful than you think. And your goals should be about more than just money, but about the service you will provide to humanity. Number five, don't stay in a job you hate because you unwittingly made a career choice when you were 18 years old. My son, your dad shakes his head at college freshmen choosing a major to guide their lifelong careers. Almost no one knows what they want to do at that age. Many don't know what they want to do until they're twice that age. I wanted to be a doctor or dentist when I grew up, but then I found my love of the law and followed that pursuit to a life of abundance. Which brings us to number six, change your mind when you need to. I've noticed a tendency for people to think they've mastered investing when they're young. They start investing at 18 and they think they have it all figured out by age 19. I did, but they never do. Confidence rises faster than ability, especially in young men. Learn the skill of changing your mind, discarding old beliefs and replacing them with new truths. It's hard, but necessary. And don't feel bad about it. Keep learning, keep studying, and hang around wealthy and successful people. Soak up their ideas. The ability to change your mind when you're wrong is a sign of intelligence. Number seven, The best thing money buys is control over your time. It gives you options and frees you from relying on somebody else's priorities. One day you'll realize this freedom is one of the things that makes a person truly happy. Number 8, and this is a big one. The road to financial regret is paved with debt. Don't even start down that road. Get a mortgage to buy a house, but all other things, save up and pay cash. If you can afford the monthly car payment, you can stick that much aside every month and pay cash for the car. You'll get a better deal on the car and you won't be a slave to a bank. I'm serious. I recommend that you never have a car payment for the rest of your life, and until you have $1 million saved, buy a car that's 2 years or older. Think about it. A car loses 40% of its value in the first 3 years. It's amazing what percentage of financial problems are caused by borrowing. Debt is stealing from your future in order to gain something today, which you'll quickly get used to. So if you use a mortgage debt to buy a house that you live in, that's okay. Just pay it off early. But be careful, most debt is the equivalent of a drug, a quick and expensive hit of pleasure that wears off only to drag you down for years to come, limiting your options while weighing you down by the baggage of your past. There are mortgage companies such as Premier Mortgage Associates and Churchill Mortgage that can give you a mortgage without a credit score. A credit score is an I love debt score invented by the credit industry to keep you enslaved to them. Just don't get sucked into that game. Sure, there are people who have used debt to build up real estate portfolios, but in my experience, that's temporary success because 100% of the people that I've seen build their real estate fortunes on too much debt get their heads taken off in the next recession. So remember, debt is dumb, cash is king. Number 9, your savings rate has little to do with how much you earn and a lot to do with how much you spend. I had a good friend of mine who was a dentist who made tons of money but lived paycheck to paycheck, always on the edge of financial ruin. He had the yellow Lamborghini, he had the yellow Ferrari, he had the yellow Ducati motorcycle, and he died young in a Lamborghini crash, by the way, and left his family destitute. He looked rich, but he built a house of cards made of depreciating assets. I had a family member who never earned over $60,000 a year and retired a multimillionaire. The difference was entirely to their spending. How much you make doesn't determine how much you have, and how much you have doesn't determine how much you need. Don't become a money hoarder or a miser. Live your life, have a little fun, but realize that learning to live with less is the easiest and most efficient way to gain control of your financial future. Now, this brings us to number 10. Don't listen to me if you disagree with what I said. Everyone's different. The world you grow up in will have different values and opportunities than I once did. Most importantly, you'll learn best when you disagree with someone and then you are forced to learn it yourself. So ask a lot of people who've already accomplished what you want to accomplish. Read all the books you can get your hands on, written by successful people, and make up your own mind. On the other hand, always listen to your father, but add that to the things that you learn from other successful people. Subscribe for more. This is The Business Guy.